Good morning, sir.
Namaste, sir. Good morning, sir. How are you, sir? I think
Good, good.
okay.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, so you want to share something or?
हाँ मेरा है सर एक पीपीटी है
Yes, yes, fine. Then I
मजा
will
आएगा
make you.
हाँ सर
Yes, yes,
पीपीटी
yes.
में थोड़ा मजा आएगा बात करने में
Yes. Now you are host. Can you try to make me co-host so I can add people? You can try to make me co-host.
कर रहा हूँ सिक्योरिटी में जाके करते हैं ना ये को होस्ट का
हाँ, मेरे नाम पे क्लिक करके आपको आएगा.
हाँ हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट
Make co-
करेक्ट आई एम कमिंग इनवाइट में दो पार्टिसिपेंट बुक माय सेशन मोर मेक होस्ट कर दूंगा आपको सर पुटिंग इन वीडियो मेक होस्ट स्टॉप चैट
ठीक है, अभी मैं host.
हाँ
ठीक है. I can make you the co-host. Yes.
ठीक है सर कर दिया सर हो गया सर
हाँ, but then I have to make you the co-host. Hello, good morning, everyone. So we will start in next 3 minutes. We'll start at 11:05, right? So just wait for people to join us.
sure
Sir,
Okay, I think we can start, sir, and then I will keep people joining in.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you are
Yeah.
able to hear me, sir.
Yes, we can hear you, and also can see your screen. Yes.
Fantastic, sir. So I think 12 participants have come. So yeah, correct.
Yeah, people is still joining. Yes.
Yeah. So shall we start or shall we wait?
I think we can start. I will keep joining the people because
Okay.
otherwise.
Right, sir. So yeah. So you are going to start or I should start now? Yoshi, sir?
Yes, sir.
You are going to start or shall I start now?
No, you can start. You can start, sir.
Okay. So very, very good morning to all the viewers, all the 13 participants which are seen here. And we thank you for the opportunity given by bookmysession.live on one of the very important leadership insights for the entrepreneur. Before I start, I like to tell something about me. My name is PK Rajput. I am working as a senior vice president and vertical head in one of the leading pharmaceutical company, Cadila Pharma. And this is my 39th year working with the same organization. And I started my career from the basics, from the medical representatives, and then I have joined for this particular level. I've gained this particular level through the continuous efforts, work, learning, listening, understanding the things. In between, I have done my MBA. I have done the course from IIM also, right? And at the same time, I have done almost more than 24 different type of the certification course across the world. And the learning is always a part and parcel of the life. I always say that till the time the breath is here, the learning is it is very, very important to us. And learning is sharing, sharing is caring. So on the basis of this, I met Rushil Bhai on one of the beautiful platform of LinkedIn. And then he told me that I said, "Ki fine, because Sunday is a day where I will be able to spare a couple of my time and I can discuss with the people who like to understand the things that how the journey of a leadership works and how the leaderships are required in this current scenario." So with this, I'm coming to my presentation. So who is a leader? My simple question is everybody. There are various leaders throughout the history known to everyone in the globe. You will agree with me, right? But who is a real leader? So when we talk about some great leaders of the world, which everybody salute them, right? It is in our Gujarat, since we are basically from Gujarat, right? And from same place, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the leader who united the whole country, Law Purush bolte hain इनको. Then again, the person who is known as Mission Man of India, from a paper boy to the mission man. Nobody thought of the person from a small village of Tamil Nadu, and he will be such a great personality in the entire world. And he always says, fail is not the fail is first attempt in learning. Again, the learning is a very, very important thing. So if you fail, never ever give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. What a beautiful quote, and he himself has proved it. Then another person, Mr. Narayana Murthy, an icon in the IT industry. Progress is often equivalent to the difference between the minds and mindset. Mind and mindset. So you have to change the mindset, which is very important for everybody and anybody. Another very important legendary person, which is Mr. Ratan Tata. He said that if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. And he has proven in many of his meetings, get together sessions, that is true. And that is the reason, Tata is the most respected organization. We have our own leader, Madam Indra Nui. Whatever you do, throw yourself into it. Throw your head, heart, and hands into it. After her retirement at the 62 years of the age, when she has been called in the international forum, she said that this is the truthness of the life. And till today, she is doing the same thing. What she preached, she practiced it. We all know it very well. And she has made us proud in the entire international, in the entire globe. Now, I'm sure you would have seen this person. Everybody love to have Apple iPhone, right? And he always says, stay hungry, stay foolish. Why he says stay hungry and stay foolish? He is not a graduate. He was not a graduate. But when he was being called in the Stanford University, where 25,000 of the students they had came there for that, then his speech was very clear that you have to have the hunger beside it. You have to have the things beside it. That is the talk of the leader. So that's why I said, stay hungry, stay foolish. So don't be hungry. Keep learning, keep adding the things, and don't be foolish. Become a something more. One of the most Nobel Prize winner, Nelson Mandela, sir. He was so many years he was in the jail, but he was very humble. Humility was a part and parcel of his life. It always seems impossible until it's done. So that is the beauty of it. So these are the leaders are there. We have our own leader. People they love cricket because in Gujarat cricket is very very popular. And as per Mr. Dhoni, the boss has the title, but the leader has the people. This is very very true. So who is the boss and who is the leader? That differentiation is very important in this VUCA world. We all agree that the globe has changed from blue to red last year, from pandemic C-19. But this globe has given us lot of learning. This uh, COVID has given us lot of learning. In this new normal, during the paradigm shift in the current decade of the VUCA world, leaders' role have totally changed. Totally changed means really changed. How it has changed, it's very, very important for all of us because I have also learned and we keep on practicing it. And still, I'm not saying that we are to the perfection, but we work towards the perfection. So, how is the leader roles changed? My question was there. And again, I'm going to, there are the different ways. The leadership roles are getting changed every 10 years and 15 years of time. And I'm sure you will agree with me that bossism, yes, I'm talking about 80s era, 90s era, 20 era, right? The bossism was one of the things. What boss has said, it is final. Like if we used to see the old picture of 1976, 78, 80, like Ajit has said, the old boss, Ajit in the Indian film, hey, that you have to do, you have, otherwise you go. So that is the thing, that part is over. Then another part has come, manager. Yes, it was a good thing. Everybody wants to become a good manager, right? They want to work under a good leader. So they were managing the things as per the instructions and the guidelines of his seniors. So fine. But this again, 2020 has told that no, you should not only be a manager. So that part is also getting vanished. Now a leader role is to create leaders, not followers. That is the real role of a leader. One person has to create the followers. He has to ensure that he should have more leaders along with him. A leader, he or she has to delegate the work to make the things happen. So the topic was given to us, what is the entrepreneur leadership? Here I like to say, when we work for any organization or when we work for ourselves, right? If we have the, we are also an entrepreneur, we are having the own thing. We are an entrepreneur at our each and every place. If I am having 5 people working with me, it is my own place, then I'm an entrepreneur, of course. But if I'm working for an organization, I'm also an entrepreneur for the organization because I am the in charge for profit and loss. In the management language, we say that we are the in charge for the top line and bottom line. So when it says top line and bottom line, means you have to drive, you have to achieve the target, and at the same time, you have to ensure the profitability which has been designed, right? It has to be achieved. So in either way, you see, either you touch the note from directly or you turn your hand and touch the notes on the other side. We are the entrepreneurs. If we are in the home, we are again an entrepreneur because we are managing our home very well. So we understand the pros and cons. So I will speak on the very important points. And for this, I have also given my video on leadership. The 10 different points are there, which I like to highlight it here, which I have learned thoroughly, completely from my seniors, from my gurus, and like to say here, the qualities, traits, skills, and soft skills for entrepreneurial leadership. And it is not only for the entrepreneurial leadership, this is for everybody in the world. These 4 things are very important for any person. So, what are the qualities of the leader? Let us talk the great qualities of the leader. You have seen lot many things I have written it here, right? And it is true. The qualities of the leader is first is integrity. because why I'm written this first point is integrity, because integrity is the foundation of the good leadership. Why? Because when you are not there in front of your team or your people, they should speak good about you. They should say that the great person, what a great integrity this person is. He or she never say, never think, never do anything wrong about it. So that is first and foremost part of any of the leader in any organization or in any of your own self organization. A good leader always inspires others. That is another quality. You should not say that everything is mine, mine, mine. No, you have to inspire others. Everybody is having that quality. Everybody is having that potential. Everybody is having a lot of great strength. So a good leader must inspire, but at the same time, there is no compromise. So you have to keep on inspiring. You have to keep on telling, but you should not be compromising and no false promises. The another point is honesty. When I said integrity, integrity is a part of the honesty. You should be honest at every place because it is very important to garner the trust, because trust is again a very important subject. So integrity, honesty, trust is very, very important for any of the leader who is leading the thing or who wants to become a leader or who is a leader. Second thing is self motivation. See, it is very, very true that when you go on the top, very few people see, if you see the pyramid, right, you will find the maximum part is the downside. And if you still go up and you are on the top of the pyramid, then you will agree with me that nobody is there with you. And you cannot, if you see, it's only the sky, but you see down, the thousands of the people are there who see towards you. So self motivation. So you have to motivate yourself with some good gesture, good things, positive things. Always, and if you will motivate yourself, then you are going to motivate the teammates and keep boosting the morale. Believe you me, every team members, they follow the leader. If you are a good leader, if you are a person who motivates the person, they will be following you. They will be after you. They will be respecting you. That is the thing which I have learned and I have seen in my career, which I have seen the success through this way. Self-discipline. If you say that I have to come at 9 o'clock in the office, right? And there is no right that somebody comes at 9:10, you start shouting because you come at 9:20. No. Self-discipline is very, very, very important because people will not speak to you. People will not say that my boss comes 10 minutes late than me, but people will gossip when you are not there. So it is always good, which I personally maintain. My office start by 9 o'clock. I am always there by 8:50 to 8:52. So in 8 minutes of time or 10 minutes of time, I organize myself and then the work start at 9 o'clock by the time the team start coming up. So that is very important self-discipline. And this is not only time management, it is the self-management, self-motivation part. Then self-confidence. Self-confidence, again, a very important and integral part of the leader. It can believe that they can make a difference and give them wings to take risk. Because if you are confident about your capability, capacity, right, you can make the thing different because you are aware about the things. You take the full responsibility of the things. You ensure that whatever you are guiding your team, the results are bound to come. So that is a very, very important point. Being a self-motivated, being a complete confident persons, you can make a change. And I have seen in my so many years, almost 4 decades of years of the career, that yes, the confident people, they always succeed. Succeed. I know that there are some hurdles are there. There are some of the gaps will happen, but these gaps are not going to stop. These gaps are absolutely not going to stop because self-confident person will always ensure to go ahead and ahead and ahead. So that is the beauty of these things. Now, second point, traits of the leader. Another beautiful traits of the leaders are very, very important, which I'm going to highlight. Empowering others. I said delegating, then I'm talking about empowering. Everything you should not do the micromanagement, frankly speaking. If somebody does the micromanagement, it means you are, sorry to say this word, you are a frog of this well. No, there's a bigger thing is available as a leader for you. So empower others, people, because they want to grow. Because if you want to build leader in this current scenario, you have to empower, you have to trust, you have to make the people ensure that they should be able to do it. They will do mistake. Fine. Mistake is a part and parcel of the life. Even we do mistake, but doesn't mean that after doing the mistake, we should not go further ahead. Somebody is there to help us, somebody is there to empower us. And that is the real key to the success for the entire team. Next point, inquisitiveness, traits. Traits, second point is it's a learning and gaining knowledge is the way of the life. Here I say that a person, a leader should be so inquisitive like a small child. Why I say small child? Because small child always keeps on asking, what is this, what is that, what is this, what is that? Because small child want to gain the knowledge. I have personally seen as soon as we become aged, or we feel that we have become matured, or we feel that we have a lot of experience, we take the things granted that okay, it happens. But believe you me, it never happens. Knowing is little and unknowing is ocean, which I always say, I always practice it the thing that yes, I have to know lot many things which is there in the entire world. And this 2020 has given me an ocean of the learning, which I can say that yes, I did it. And many of the people I have seen, they also have done it. Accountability. This is another trait. If you are delegating something to the people, commitment, promises, then first I should be accountable. I should take the responsibility that yes, I am accountable for this. Leave it on me, leave it on my team. My team, I will be able to ensure the things. So when you are accountable, then you are going to focus on the current and you are able to build the future itself, which is very important for all of us, accountability part. So that is the reason empowering inquisitiveness and accountability is a beautiful traits of a leader. So I have spoken about two important things, quality, and I've spoken about the traits. Now I'm going to speak about two very important points, which is the skills and the soft skill of the leader. So what are the skills are there? It is like a beautiful music system, right? When you are in the party and when you increase that volume, bass, and all, right, people will enjoy. Because when you are in the party, little skill is not going to make the people happy. They are not be calling the people on the dais to the dance. But if you are full of the skill, if you are full of the volume, people will thrill that you just come and start enjoying and dancing on that same platform. Same thing is in the leadership platform, the skills are very important. So the first important skill is communication. A leader knows how to put across his message, which way, how softly, how politely, choosing the right word at the right time, right? So again, I said that why I'm showing it here. If you are in a party, you want a solid jazz music, right? Because the people should be thrilled. You cannot have a simple music in the party where people are ready to dance in the discotheque. You cannot have simply flute flowing in that, right? Or sitar flowing in that. There has to be a different type of music. That is the way communication is. Communication can make the things happen. Communication can break the things. So it depends that how you are communicating and how you are allowing others to express this thought and their ideas. So communication, there are lot many things are there on the communication, right? So which I'll be talking the next time when I'll be getting the opportunity from Rushil Bhai, because there also I have 10 different videos on the communication. There are a lot many things are there related to communication, which I have again learned from many of the people. Second part is active listening. So good leaders, they listen to the people with great attention. When I say active listening, 70% is the listening. And when they say 70% of the listening means great attention and sincerity, which always help a leader to understand their people, their team, and their perspective. Because everybody speaks in a different way. What you are communicating, the people reaction will be different. But at the same time, as a leader, you should be able to understand that what a person wants to communicate to you. If the person is towards your side, if the person is not towards your side, or if the person is in between. So you choose the things accordingly and make the things happen. With this, what it will happen, you are always going to build the trust and relationship in the long run, because nobody wants to get detached from you. People want to get attached from you if you are a good leader. So if this things is going to be a part and parcel of the life, then it is going to help lot of the people to build their trust. So as a leader, your trust will be enormous. People will talk about you. People will say good about you. People will love to come towards you. Visionary. Again, a very, very important thing. It is very essential for any of the leader, either he or she, you have to be a visionary. You must see 3 steps ahead. You must see after 6 months. You must see after 1 year. You must see what are the hurdles are going to come. You must see that, yes, what will the solutions are going to happen? What is the new technology is coming? How my team members is going to be my more strength? What are the different ways I can develop my team members? So after 1 year, when we are to expand the entire things, which person is suitable at which place? So this is the right way as a leader has to see, right, that how to build the team and how to have the clear cut. So change management, here I mentioned, you have to be a change manager. A person ensure that change management process to move ahead and to grow. That is the beauty of this thing. Now, decision making skills. So who is the decision maker? The person who follows. No, sorry. The person who makes the team follow. The person who makes the team follow. So his or her decisions is always respected. Why his and her decision respected? Because people they have trust. People they have total confidence that whatever my leader is going to do or tell, results are bound to come. So your decision making skills is to be very, very sharp, very, very sharp. And you should be aware about the fact that how your decisions can make or break the business. And we are not here to break the business. We are here to make the business. So evaluate the outcome before coming to any conclusion. Twice, thrice, see, put your brain, put your heart in that and see what is going to be the results and make the things happen. Problem solving skill. So again, why it is important for a leader? Because suppose if I have a problem, if I'm going to my colleague to get the solution of the problem, so what he will or she is going to give me the solution? He or she is going to give me the solution as per her area of circumference. But when I'm going to a leader, right, and I'm going to ask the solution, his area of circumference will be more wider. So as a leader, the problem solving skills has to be much better. You can identify proper analysis using and studying data. Data is very important for any leader because now we all are working data science. Big data are becoming a part and parcel of the life. It is going to rule the world in the coming time. So these are the things are there which is going to eliminate the barrier and you will be always respected as a great problem solving leader. Delegation. So I told in my earlier slide that you have to empower the people, right? Delegation is a part of that. So when you empower, delegation always comes together. It is like a butter and jam comes on the toast, right? So empowerment and delegation is always hand in hand. And when you delegate as a leader wisely, so you will find the best of the things is going to come because you understand which person is to be delegated for which particular work because that is your skills where you know that this person's strength is this person's strength is this, and this person's strength is this. So entire team, they all have this strength, but you are enabling them to ensure that the strength should come out and the work should be done in the stipulated time or in the lesser time so that you can say that yes, your team has done the basic thing which has been given and organization is going to flourish. This is one single slide which I have mentioned it here in the skills tech savvy. So you all will agree with me that digital transformation has given a complete change in everybody's life. From a 4 years child to a 100-year person is on the mobile, is on the mobile. So they are learning, they are ensuring today nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. Anything if you want to see, put in the Google, you will find enormous things. So you have to have the tech savvy. Digital transformation is a need on offer our hour. It's required. It is really needed to enhance the technological skills for the sustainability and making the better decisions while understanding, adopting, and integrating the new technology in our workplace. Now, people are talking about the AI, artificial intelligence. Yes, I will show you some of the examples of the artificial intelligence. I'll also show you some of the examples of the technology which has made the complete difference. Believe you me, technology was there earlier, but we were not utilizing this. And it always says necessity is the mother of innovation. Innovation was there, but now we started using this thing because it was required. We were there in our home, but we have to ensure the work should be there. So then we have utilized this technology and we have made the things happen. So three things are over, right? And now I'm going to talk about the another very important point, which is a soft skills, which is required for a leader, right? So we have talked about the entire skills, then we have talked about the trait parts, and now I'm going to talk about the soft skill part of the great leader. And believe you me, soft skill is going to play a heaven of a role in the coming time. Remember my words, remember my words. This is my years of experience, which says while meeting, talking to many of such an intelligent person in the entire different persona and personalities in the different institutions, they say that soft skill is highly important, highly important. And what are the soft skills are there? So simple. Either a brain should take care or the heart should take care. But there has to be a balance between brain and heart both. You cannot take the decision with your only with the heart, and you cannot take the decision only with your brain. So both the things has to be in the adjacent together, and a balance has to be there. So soft skill, humility, very, very important. This 2020 COVID-19, salute to it, who has taught us humility. The fact that leadership is all about working together while leading to transformation, not to dominate. So, bossism culture gone, transform. Why I'm putting it transform? Because if we will transform, we will perform. And we have to perform, we have to transform. So for this, the humility is required, togetherness is required, companionship is required, very, very important. Care for others. 2020, we know that lot many families they are having the problem, but the husband, the wife used to come out, they were serving, they were helping, but at the same time, as a leader, we have to have that care, we have to have that compassion, which is very important. Giving respect for the work-life balance is very important. Appreciating, recognizing the effort of each and every person, their contribution is very important in this environment. Then only the people will come out with lot of strength, vigor, vitality to make the things happen. And I have personally seen that yes, if you encourage, care for them, care for their family, they will do enormous positive things for you. Emotional intelligence. Today world is talking about the emotional intelligence. Mental health. Today people are not talking about the diabetes. Today people are not talking about the hypertension because people have taken rest. They were taking care for themselves. But EI, mental health has changed. Lot many people they have started suffering. When you open even the Times of India, you will find 3 to 5 deaths per day. It has been mentioned there. But again, it's a part of EI part. I'm not talking about the mental health part, but I'm talking about the emotional intelligence, which a leader is a leader has to have this thing because it's the essential part of the self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social skills. Because if you have these 5 things, you can motivate your team. You can make the things towards a positive side of the things. People will not feel that they are alone. People will not feel they are aloof. People will not feel they are cornered. They will feel that they are a part of this such a wonderful family which has been led by a leaders like you or us. Passionate. Passion is the thing which is very important. They are highly passionate about the goals. A leader has to always think how to achieve the goal. But there has to be an assertiveness, not an abrasiveness. Abrasiveness means you just rub. What will happen? Blood will come. But if you assertiveness, start put the things and take it out so that the person should not feel any bad things about it. So your passion should be infectious. Your talk should be infectious. Your talk should ignite the people so that they are highly committed to their goals. That is very, very important. And you should be a part of that part, which is a passionate people. Your every part of the body, you're speaking, your eyes, your body language, the way you are communicating, it should be full of the passion. People should feel that energy. People they say na, that aura is there in that. So that aura is making a difference. That energy, positive energy is there. When you enter in somebody's room, they say, wow, what a positive energy is there in that. So that comes where? That comes from the passion towards making the people successful, to achieving the goal. That's the blend of both the things. People successful, achieving the goal. Then resilience. Perspective, they are the perspective and aware how to handle themselves in any good or bad situation. Good situation, everybody can handle, everybody can enjoy. But rose always comes with the thorns, right? So if you are giving somebody a rose, you never give the thorns with that. You always go to the bucket person or to a florist, and he will always take out the thorns out. Then only you present a bouquet to some person. So this is the right example of the resilience, that you understand where the shoe pinches, where the thorns are there, because you are not here to give a pain to somebody. You are here to add happiness in somebody's mind, so that the person should be a part of you, the person should resonate with you, person should work for you, and you all as a team should become a successful leader. Supportive. They give the guidance that you need. Keep mentoring, guiding. Here I am putting a word mentoring. There is a difference between a guiding and mentoring. Mentoring is one step ahead than the guidance. So, as a leader, you have to guide and you have to mentor also. So, why mentor? Because you understand the entire phenomena of the things. A guide only keeps on telling you so, but the mentor keeps on saying that yes, what are the modes are there which is available there. So you have to guide and you have to mentor for you people. Learn how to make decision and be ready to change your mind. There are people who are going to push you back. There are people in the world, if 10 people are your friend, I can say 8 people may be thinking that how to pull you and how to push you. But it is your decision as a leader, it is your wiseness, it is your maturity, that where you tie that knot. So the people should feel that they are pulling you, but you are not being pulled. You are doing your job with a lot of happiness. You are taking your time for your family, doing the thing. This is the picture which I have shown it to all of you guys. Now, I was reading a couple of the magazines. I have attended a couple of the international workshops of the leaderships, and I was also a part of it. Now the world is talking about HPL. World is talking about HPL, high performance leadership, right? And in 2021 and onwards, believe you me, that high performance leadership is in demand. Either if you are an entrepreneur on the small scale, or if you are an entrepreneur as a startup, or if you are a big entrepreneur, which I have learned because I am also working for an organization where they have more than 10,000 people, where the turnover is more than 10,000 crores. So many people are working. So we also working on the high performance leadership. What is the high performance leadership? Beautiful way I'm going to explain to you, and I'm sure you are going to love it and learn it. And I'm sure many of the people who have joined this session, they will be really enjoying it also. IQ, everybody knows about it. Intelligent quotient. IQ is one of the very important part in person's life. So it is now, when we used to hire the people, let's say his IQ is very good, excellent, very nice, right? So he will be asset to the team. But now IQ is important, but IQ has become only an entry point. Entry point. If you have good IQ, you will be absorbed in the organization. But to further go ahead and further to build and further organization should give you the responsibility of the team, you have to have EQ, emotional quotient. That's why I was talking about this part. Emotional intelligence, emotional quotient is very important for any leader. Understanding the things, feeling the things, understanding the organization, bridging up the gap is very, very important. Humility, humanity, compassion, love, respect, gratitude is very important. Because nowadays, when the people are suffering so much in their home, families are suffering, if you will not have a good emotional quotient, will not be able to build the people to go ahead. This is the second thing. And now I'm going to talk about the third very important thing. If you have your younger brothers or sisters in the house, or the children in the house, if you're in the ninth and 10th standard, they are reading science, just ask them what they are reading. You know, they are reading robotics. They are reading aerospace. They are reading so many things. Last month, I was one of the judge for the 40 schools where the children of 9 and 10th had come. Believe you me, they were talking about such a high things in the military, in the army and all. I was zapped. And it is true now. Because in any of the organization, not only the EQ or not only the IQ or EQ is going to work, there's an important thing which is coming up, CQ, CQ, CQ. What is CQ? It is a creative quotient. Why creative quotient? Because we are going to be technology driven, and technology is only a creation. Man has created the technology. God has not created. So the person who will be more strong in the CQ, he will be a more stronger in the coming time after 5 years of time. So IQ is the entry point. EQ is the requirement point for today to build the team, and CQ is the future, which is very, very important in any of the organization. That's why I'm putting it here. So, what is going to happen in HPL? Jump shifting. What are the ingredients are there? You have to every organization, every entrepreneur wants to achieve a bigger piece of the cake, right, in their particular segment. So, what are the ingredients are there? The clear vision. Your vision has to be very clear. It should not be a myopic. Clear vision, stretching your goals as per your capacity, capability, as per your team strength, and also empowering them, delegating them, powerful strategies, right, and operating imperatives. So why I said a powerful strategy? Because powerful strategy based on data, right? And today you have multiple data. So whatever your strategies are there, you know the data and you prepare your strategy and make the things happen, results are bound to come. We are doing it in the pharmaceutical industry, we are doing it and we are getting the results. In many, many different industries, people are doing it and they are working on the HPL, high performance leadership. So high performance behaviors, apart from this, in leadership, what are the high performance behaviors are there? You have to provide a clear vision. Think outside the box. Not everything is the same thing. Creates an aligned team. The team members who are coming here, they should be aligned to your thought. How? I'm giving you one very beautiful example. Suppose if we want to call a meeting, suppose we want to have some strategy for a double digit or some great growth, which is HPL, which is a high performance growth which you require, then if you have 10 team members, it's always good to tell all your 10 team members that next day when we are meeting in a classroom or in a room or in the conference room, please come with one idea. Please come with one idea. And everybody will think that what is the best idea is there. Right? When you are meeting in the conference room, either you are 5 people or if you are 10 people, then everybody will put that idea on the table. Then believe you me, when you all have entered, everybody has come with single idea. When you are going out, you are able to carry 10 ideas because there are 10 people are there. And the best of the 3 ideas can be picked up, and that is the way the life goes on. 7 ideas can be kept aside or parked aside, but on the basis of the 7 ideas which has been parked aside, you can further build your strategy, and again, some new 7 ideas can come with by the team. So that is the way things are being built in the coming time, and that is the way of getting the success. So build a strong, empowered organization. That is the way organization has been built. Organization is not only with the concrete walls. It is the people who build the organization. It is the people like you and me who build the organization. It is the people like you and me who make the organization successful. Demonstrate the integrity. Again, I said, first part, first part was the integrity. People should respect you. People should vote for you. High performance result, dramatic change is going to happen. Because if such a wonderful, beautiful team is coming with such a novel idea, the growth is going to come. Develop empowered employees, happiness will be there, sustained momentum will be there. When I say sustained momentum, attrition will not be part of your life. People will love to work with you. People will love to enjoy with you. People will like to associate with you, not disassociate with you. So that is the beauty of the high performance leadership and high performance growth and high performance activities. So few more slides are there. What are the attributes of the leader? Basic of the leadership, I told you. Build cohesiveness, coherence, so that the mission gets done, which I told you. Leadership creates teams, not the groups. So create a team. Don't make the silos group. People should not have the gossip. When I talk about the groups, groups have the gossips. The team They work together, they build the things together. So that's the difference between the groups and the team. Supporting skills, communication, presentation, time management, right? Self-management and advanced leadership, 5-year imagination to build the future. Be ethical, know your job, do what is right, not only doing the right things. Do what is right, not the right things only. So these are the 5 steps are there, which is the advanced leadership learning. This is the ALL, right? The first step is why advanced leadership learning? Because when we are today learning this leadership part, these 5 steps has been followed by any person who sees you or who follows you. First is the position. So if suppose somebody is coming and entering in the organization, they follow you because you have the position, right? So, oh, this sir is so much of the thing, so let me follow it. So he will start working and will start admiring you. Then second part is permission. Second step, people follow because they want people will follow you beyond your stated line of authority, because they will feel that this person is not only in the circle, he go beyond the circle. So then they come there and they take the permission part. Third is production. People follow because of what you have done for the organization. People like you and what you are doing. Because here another thing is that what productivity which you have given. Are you working only in your entire requirement or you are adding strength to the organization? So people will resonate with you that I want to be like this leader who is contributing to the organization. Then after this third step, the next level goes for the people development. Here, the people will follow you that how you are focusing to developing other. That's why I said leaders create leader. So they'll say, oh my God, this is the right leader. He creates the leader in the organization. So first step, second step, third step has gone. Now they are working on the fourth step. That I must be like this gentleman or this lady who creates leaders, right? I will also be working so hard, so effectively, so efficiently that I will also be able to create multiple leaders in that. Then last is personhood. People follow because what who you are and who you represent. Few people make this level and only others can put there. It may takes years of working. So this is the last point, personhood. Right? I have given the examples of Indra Nooyi madam. Right? We have not seen. We have many people have not met. We have not met Ratan Tata Sah, many of the people who I have met. Many of people have not met Narayan Murthy Sah. But the persona is there which we follow that. Wow, what a great personality the person is. So these are 5 steps of advanced leadership learning. So future leadership capabilities way forward, thinking global, because India and now you have to see Asia, now you have to see the entire globe, but act local as an entrepreneur. Cross-cultural diversity, technological savvy you have to be, we have to be. Building alliances and partnerships, very, very important, because now you can build in the touch of your fingertips. Entire world is available in the touch of your fingertips. Sharing the leadership, learning agility, agile, get the things done. Don't stop till you achieve. Don't stop till you achieve. Keep on doing the things. Keep on moving ahead, which is very important. So here I'm showing you this particular thing, which we can say everyone will seek the risk. Risk, you can see, risk is on the higher side, but the reward is much weighter, having the more weight. So if you are taking the risk, the reward will be much better and brighter than the risk. So as an entrepreneur, you must be ensuring and taking the things in the right perspective and see that, yes, you will be able to get the thing which is very, very important. So for this new age entrepreneurship leaders, technology is God and content is the king. This is true. Technology is going to lead us toward the right direction. I will show you the examples here. An entrepreneur turns challenges into the opportunities. Why? 2020 has shown us, friends, that schools were not there, right? People not running, but technology has ensured the school should run. Everybody was having this mobile phone. And not only this, for the senior people like you and me, Udemy, Coursera, Zoom meeting. Today we are talking on the Zoom, right? Cisco, so many other things that come. Microsoft has changed the entire world. Don't worry. There's no need to go to the conference room. We are bringing conference room in front of you. So today we are in the conference room only, sitting at our own place and attending this beautiful meeting. together, jointly, understanding the things. Second thing is shops. We are not able to go for the shopping. Not, never mind, never mind. Today, all these things have brought the shops to our level. The shops has come to us. Today, the big bazaar is in our home. Today, the Zomato, if you want to have the party, we can have the party. The hotel is in our home now. Just give an order, everything is available. So, what a beautiful way. If you want anything, there's no need to go to the alliances part. Flipkart, Amazon is going to give you 10 things. So, they have given the entire store in front of you. Choose what you want. That is the power of the technology. Then coming to because I'm from a pharmaceutical industry, challenges were there. How to go to the doctor? Never mind. Doctors will see through the mobile app. The Practo is there, and so many other apps are there which is available there. So Doc Exa is there, which we have given to the doctors, right? And even the chemist, there's no need to have a queue in front of the chemist. The chemist will come to your home. A big chemist department, they are coming. 1mg, NetMeds, all they are coming to your home with a discount. So that is the beauty of the technology. Tech savvy, and everything is available on the fingertips only. So entrepreneurs, they grow by solving problems, we all know. So you have to be, I'm giving the examples of some big entrepreneurs. Reliance Jio, it generates, how much he has generated. See the amount of money they have generated. Zoom, which people earlier, we were dependent on Skype, by Skype is outdated. Skype is totally outdated. We are on Zoom, Microsoft Meeting. That's the paradigm shift that happened. 1mg, DocXR, NetMeds, I told you just now, giving examples. In streaming platform, Amazon Prime, we were not able to go to the picture hall. Fine. So what they said, Amazon Prime, Netflix, everybody said, don't worry, I am coming to your home. We are making picture hall of your home. So you start enjoying Dolby system and all, and get the TV of 45 inches, 50 inches, enjoy with your thing. People, actors have started working on that. So this is the change of the technology that happened. So the last two slides, 5 E's of my entrepreneur. First of all, network is a net worth. Network is a net worth in the today's era. It helps us in following parameters. I have realized, I'm giving my example. I started since my last 38 years, I was not in the LinkedIn, Facebook, or any of such type of social media. People, they used to talk to me. So they said, okay, he's a very obsolete type of person. I said, yes, because I was so much involved and engrossed in the organization. Then I said, let me come to this platform. Believe you me, on 24th of June, I posted my first LinkedIn post. And today I can proudly say, immensely, I'm happy with a lot of love, gratitude, and respect. I can say that I have 24,000 plus good connections with me where I keep on learning from them. And it is keep on increasing by leaps and bounds. So that is the beauty of network is a net worth. And it is going to, for the entrepreneur, enhancement in efficiency, enhancement is effectivity, enhancement is economy, enhancement is the output, and enhancement is self-learning. These are the 5 key areas of any entrepreneur. Either you are working for an organization, or either you are having your own organization, which I'm saying, which I have learned from my seniors, from my senior directors, and the people which are surrounded from the gurus of different organizations, different people on the much higher, much bigger level, which I have learned from different type of the personalities I have learned. So that is all from my side. So I always say one very important part: do practice as never ever won. Do practice as never ever won. Do perform as never ever lost. Very simple. Do practice as never ever won. So whenever we are doing it, right, do it that we have never won. This is the time which I'm going to win and win. And when you are in this right place, perform that you have never lost in your life. Never. You are always being an achiever. And that is the real mantra which I have learned. And I keep on telling whenever I have been invited in any of the leadership workshop or any of the workshop which has been given to me at various forums, either it is a national or an international forum. With this, thank you so much, Rushi Sheikh Bhai, for giving me this great opportunity to be a part of your wonderful bookmine session. So that is all from my side.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. So, yeah. Shall we take some question answers now?
100%. I am ready for that.
Yes. So everyone, you can either type your questions or you can unmute yourself and ask the questions to the Pramod sir. So first question maybe from my side, sir. So how you differentiate leaders and entrepreneurs? What is
See, I must say, sir, every entrepreneur is a leader. Every entrepreneur is a leader, right? Because there's no differentiation. In my initial talk, I said that every entrepreneur is going to run his organization as a leader because he is there for ensuring he should get the success or she should get the success. And you have to behave in the all the four quotient of the leadership to further build your entire thing, because you are going to build your entire capital and you are going to increase whatever I've spoken to you. I've spoken on the angle of the entrepreneurship. Suppose if I'm working for an organization, I'm entrepreneur for an organization. I told this thing that I am responsible for my profit and loss. I am responsible for my growth. I am responsible for the high target which has been taken. Same thing entrepreneur does. They also take the target. They also see the growth. They also see the profitability. They also see that team should be there. They also see there should not be any attrition. So it is very important. There is no difference between an entrepreneur or a leader. You have to behave as a leader. You have to behave as a good leader, which having all the four traits with you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. My
Hi.
name is Neha. I am working as a manager in one of the big IT company. First, I want to thank you. Like, this is a very good session on the leadership skill, and I have attended so far. Very insightful. So thank you so much, sir, for giving your time, valuable time, and giving this, session. Sir, one question I have is, like in every team, we have a few members very high performing, and then very few members are like not performing well. So any one team being a leader for those who are not performing well, how to manage them, or you know I mean, we keep motivating them, but still we see that they are not reaching the up to the mark. So what do you suggest in this case?
First of all, Sneha, madam, thank you so much for your beautiful and kind words. And it is a very, very appropriate question which you have asked. It is there in every team, every team. Like the way the God has not given five fingers together, same way will not find all the members working with the same intensity, right? So as a leader,
Yes.
it's very, very important for us that we should keep on talking to them, keep on convincing them, right? And not in front of anybody and everybody. That's what I said. EI is going to work here. Emotional intelligence. You have to touch the heart and brain both. You have to maintain the balance of both things. You have to speak to them that what are the good strengths are there. And these are the people who are a non-performer. I have also the couple of the people who are there. But start choosing what good things the person has done. Smallest thing which he has done. Give a small baby step to the person, because our motto is not to thank the person. Our motto is to ensure that the person who is a non-performer should be coming to the level of the performers, right? Suppose if you are able to run at the speed of, if you are able to cover 1 kilometer in 5 minutes of time, and my speed is that I'm able to cover in 15 minutes of time, so I cannot match your speed. But at the same time, you can ignite me that I can increase my speed slowly. So my suggestion to you is that as a part of the EI part, taking that part, keep on talking to them regularly and keep on inspiring them for the smallest thing, the good thing which they have done. Keep adding thing. You will find you can make a lot of the change in that. Believe you me, I did it and I saw that part.
Sure, sir. I'll definitely try.
Yeah, ma'am, don't. Sorry to say this thing. If don't mistake me if I there should not be any word in the dictionary which is try. Don't mistake me. Please don't mistake me. The first thing which we do that I will try. No. If you say I will try, means you are 99.99%. 0.01% no. If you say definitely I will do it, means you are committed to do it. It is like our child is not improving. Right. So what we will do? We will never say we will try to improve the child. We will say that we will ensure that the child should improve. So let us take it as a compassion that is completely our responsibility, that will ensure that this person is my challenge, and I'll ensure that this person should improve. If you take this as a challenge, I can write with my so many years of experience, the person will change. Believe you me.
No, sure. So I'll definitely do, sir.
Yeah, that's good. You did it. And I'm sure, right? You can write down my number. I've already mentioned it here. And someday when you will see the success, send me a small note that yes, you did it. You first of all made your mind and you have done the things. Believe me, we are going to do it.
Sure, sure. Right, sir. I'll definitely do that. And just one thing I want to, last thing I want to say, like when you said that you started as a MR and then you reached to the VP level, it's really inspiring, sir. So uh, very good to know this. Uh,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Again, I just want to add there will always be eyes towards the sky, but the feet has to be on the earth, right? It's very important. So you have to keep on learning because see, in this world only we can make a difference and we can break the difference. So when any person in the world wants to achieve something, he or she has to constantly work on that. Failures are going to come. Failures are going to give a lot of lessons for success. But failures cannot stop us, man. Failures is always going to ignite energy in us. That yes, if this failure has come, God has given me strength to be a part of the failure, and now again I will start growing it up. So that was the thing which I was having in my mind, and I keep on telling to my people that you all have enormous strength. You all can become Bill Gates. You all can become Indra Nooyi. You all have this strength. God has given same 206 bones to everybody. God has given same mind, same amount of blood to everybody. It's only the thinking which makes a difference, man.
Yes, agree, sir. And we should keep learning. And for that, I'm like past couple of weeks, I'm attending this sessions, various session, and this platform also book my session. So it's a nice initiative, and as I think their leader is somebody's representative is also there. I would like to say thank you to this platform also, because I mean I see there are various type of sessions are happening, and it's really good to attend that. So thank you so much, book my session, and thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I have seen one question has come from Mr. Asutosh. How to be self-motivated always in any situation? I had given you example, Asutosh ji, that when you are on the top level, right? So you can't see, nobody will be able to help you out, right? Because people will be seeing towards you. So you have to have that compassion from your within. You have to see that what good things you have done in the past and where you have failed, but today you are a successful person. What are the good things which has been attributed towards your success? So that part is going to make you successful. Suppose today I am in the position of senior vice president. I am not on the path of the roses. I have multiple thorns, but I never see the thorns. I see that what are the good things which I have done in the past along with my team, which was able to build me. So let us choose this beautiful good part of that thing and put the same thing here and there, so that I will be able to learn and I'll be able to get the things done. So that motivates me. And believe you me, in our life, there are so many good things which we have done. That is the reason today we are on this position, right? We started our life with a small journey. We did our graduation, post graduation, so many things which you have done, but we all are successful. So keep that motivating part in your mind, and believe me, success is going to come. So I'm asking, we all have driven the cycle, right, in our childhood. Multiple times we would have fallen. Have you ever thought of leaving the cycle? Or if you drive the two-wheeler, if you drive the car, somebody comes and put the dent. We don't stop that thing. Na? Same thing is, we have to get motivated. We have to be there in that. Be happy. Now, second part is, you said heart and mind, right? So there are the two different things are there. You cannot leave heart and you cannot leave the mind and head also. But where the head is required, where the brain is required, where you are taking the decisions, right? When you are working in the professional organization, then you have to put your head properly. Heart should not be coming in between. Heart should be there to build the people. Head should be there to take the decisions. I repeat, heart should be there to build the people. Head should be there to take the decisions. That is the my prerogative, which I always see, because when I take the decision, I go with the data, complete data, right? And say that this is the way the things are there. What I have added to the things, what organization has added to the things, and what is the outcome is there. Then my head works. When I have to motivate the people, when I have to make the things happen, then I emotionally touch the person so that the person should work for me, work for the organization, and we work as a family. So that is the beauty of this heart and heart. Thank you. Yes, Rushiji.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. My name is Anubhav Saxena, right, sir? So
Yes, sir.
I have a very different question, not related to this topic. So many times, what we feel while working, we have we have a lot of responsibility. So many times, what happens in my personal life, I have also seen कि sometimes we are not to put our work on priority, and many times we waste our time in achieving other goals rather than your priorities. So how to set those priorities?
I think, sir, you have, Saxena ji, you have asked a very valid question. And I would reply in the two ways. First of all, I have always talking about self-management versus the time management. You are talking about that, how the priority is getting changed. I've
Yeah.
also posted two of my videos on the self-management. I never say there is a time management. Time cannot manage us. We have to manage the time, sir. Right, because me and you, we both have 7 days in a week, right? We have 24 hours in a day, right? But the thing is that if you start jotting down the things, right, we can make the difference. Now, for that, what is the very important? Before you sleep, you prepare your tomorrow's agenda. Before you
Okay.
sleep, you prepare your tomorrow because you are going to sleep with a very clear cut mind that what are the five things you are supposed to do: one, two, three, four, five. And when you start your day, then you start following this thing so that you will not be disrupted. At the same time, some new thing will come that will become a part and parcel of the requirement, but the five things in the agenda will be same. But when you are coming back to your home and you are going to sleep, see that how many five things you have completed. If you have missed one or two, then again put them on the next day priority. Believe you me, Mr. Saxena, if you will do in 6 days of time, you will find that absolutely you are going to manage the time. Time will never manage you.
Okay. I will definitely implement from today itself.
I will tell you
Thank
one
you.
example, sir. I will tell you
Right.
one example. When I go to my office, this is my diary. I always keep the diary with me, always, and a
Mm-hmm.
pen with me. Today I'm talking, I'm having this thing, something to note it down. When I go to my office, minutes and early, right? Because why I go 10 minutes early? Because I can prepare my entire list of the things. So I write it there. What are the 10 things I'm supposed to do? And I keep on cutting the things. And on my level, multiple meetings keeps on coming from the different ways. So I say that fine, these are the three things are pending. So immediately tomorrow, there's three things will be on the first priority. So immediately I'll finish the three things which have been remaining there, and then I will add seven more things. So this is the way I regularize. So that's why I always say time management is nothing, sir. It is a self-management. If you are in the LinkedIn, just go and see my video which I am talking about the self-management. It's the biggest thing in the life where we miss it. You always say time नहीं मिलता, time नहीं मिलता. Time तो रहता ही है. हम नहीं मिलते time को.
Correct. I do agree with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Saxena ji.
Yes, any other questions from anyone? Because we are anyway over time, but if let's see if anyone have any questions.
Hello. Yeah, hello,
Deepa,
Rajan sir.
yes.
Hi, Deepa ma'am. How are
I
you?
don't have any questions. I just want to congratulate you because you have always been an inspiration for me and my friends.
Thank
And
you.
it was a wonderful session, sir. It was an enchanting session with so many things covered in just 1 hour. Beautifully presented qualities, traits, skills. And the best thing I loved was moving from IQ to EQ and EQ to CQ. CQ is so important. If you want to reach that inspirational level, you need to have CQ. That's a new learning for me. Thank you so much, sir. It was just wonderful,
Thank you
as
so much.
always.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I think, yes, I think there would no more questions. So I think that we are also top of time, sir. So yes, we can end the session now. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you,
today,
Rishi
and
Bhai.
thank you, Rajput sir, for this wonderful session.
Pleasure of mine, always pleasure of mine. Because I always
Thank you
believe
very much.
giving is always very, very important. Thank you and bye-bye to everybody. Have a great Sunday to everybody.